If Carlos Correa hits one out of here, you may see it
might hit us up
the
here.
world's longest bat flip. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the air, center field. Correa's watching. This is back, and it's gone. It's a walk-off home run.
What is up, guys? Baseball Nerd back with another MLB postseason recap. Going to be starting off today looking at the ALCS. Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Houston Astros once again. For the Astros on the bump, they started Luis Garcia, 23-year-old, and made his MLB debut this year actually against my Angels. And then the Rays started John Curtis again. Neither of them pitched very much into the game, very far into the game. Luis Garcia ends up going 2 innings. John Curtis ends up going an inning and a third here. So Astros ended up using 7 pitchers in total to go the full 9, and the Rays used 4. So kind of by committee here for both teams. And we're going to jump right in here to the bottom of the first, and George Springer lets that one go deep to left field, his 4th solo bomb, and that puts the Astros up here to 1-0 lead. I feel like this is a repeated thing we keep having, a reoccurring event. First inning home run for the Astros to give them a 1-0 lead, let their pitcher start to settle in, feel a little better, and then the Rays come back to score more runs later on. So we'll see if that happens once again for the Rays, but for now the Astros take that 1-0 lead. They're feeling good. George Springer's feeling good, pointing to the very limited fans in the stands there. And yeah, good start to the game, going into the top of the second now. And we get a walk here. Astros already warming up their bullpen. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a bullpen game. And Dusty Baker's already looking to pull out Garcia and put in someone new. But he leaves him in. Zunino here, bases loaded, 0-2 count. 2 outs, flies out to the warning track, to the base of the wall, to J.J. Redick. Barely gets out of that there for Garcia. Looking close already here in this game, looking like an offensive game out the gates. Looks like the pitching will be a little short-handed here. Blake Taylor comes in and right away gives up a solo bomb to Brandon Lau, and that's his first solo bomb. And he really needed to heat up because he had a really, really good regular season. Kind of been cold through the postseason for that Rays lineup. Other guys, Randy Arozarena, G-Man Choi, they've been picking stuff up. Even Willie Adames. So it's nice to see him do something like that for the team. Tie the game up now. Solo bombs are going everywhere. We're going to move ahead now to a 1-1 game. Second and third for the Astros here. Michael Brantley is going to line a ball into right field, scoring 2 runs for the Astros, 1 out here in the bottom of the third, giving them a 3-1 lead off of Josh Fleming. So Blake Taylor went 2/3. Josh Fleming comes in. He pitches 3 for the Rays, giving them the most innings they got out of any pitcher yesterday. And he also gave up 2 of their 4 runs they're going to end up giving up here in this game. That's a big hit for Michael Brantley, and those are big 2 runs in a 4-3 game is what it finishes off. So it's a big play. And then we come up here as Zunino strikes out with 2 runners on, 2 strikes on him, 2 outs. A lot of 2s going around throughout this whole series. There's been a lot of situations with multiple RBIs left on bases with 2 strikes, 2 outs. But Randy Arozarena, my CS pick, I'm going to say it again and again, my DS pick, my CS pick for the Rays, goes yard again. Solo bomb, 6th for him. He's on fire. You know, he's on the Mike Trout level right now. I mean, Mike Trout doesn't play in the postseason, but if he did, this is hopefully what he would do. And he's the hottest hitter on the planet right now, in my opinion. Just hitting bomb after bomb, base hit after base hit. He's doing it all. Getting on base, scoring, RBIs, runs, all the works there for Randy Arozarena. He's feeling good. Rays are now within 1 run of taking back the lead. 2-2 count here, 2 outs, dribbler over to third base. Bregman makes a really nice play here to end the inning for the Astros and get them out of any more trouble they were going to get into. He had a play like this similar to this, I think, the other night that he botched. So nice to see him make that good play. Obviously, he's still a good third baseman. Knew that was going to happen. And we're going to move on into the 5th here. George Springer up to bat against, I'm pretty sure that is Aaron Slegers. He pitched 2 2/3 innings here for the Rays. Not bad job there from him. No earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. We're going to move ahead now to the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Jose Altuve throws the ball in the dirt but gets saved. He just hasn't been able to make any of those throws from second base lately. I don't know what it is, if he's not, concentrating enough, just dropping his elbow, just holding on to the ball too tight, too anxious. I don't know, but he's been messing up a lot of those. Nice to see him get bailed out there by Gurriel. G-Man Choi comes up, ex-Angel, just got to throw that in there. He's going to come up here and have a big hit in the bottom of the 8th. Looks so effortless, but he just sends this one way out to right field for a bomb to tie up the game in late innings. 8th inning home run there for G-Man Choi. He trots around the bases, no problem for the big man. That was awesome to see. And he's been batting around 5 for them, playing first, DH and stuff like that. He batted 5th in this game, and it would have been nice to see another runner on, obviously, to give them the lead here, but just tying it up was awesome enough. You know, he got the Rays pumped up. They feel like they're still in it. He just hits a little bat flip there, a little smile, and gets on his way to first base, second base, third base, home. So that was cool to see. Moving into the bottom of the 9th now, this is where it all falls apart for the Rays. It's a tie game. They're hoping to move on to extra innings in this postseason game and hopefully close out the series, win 4-1, and move on to the World Series. But Carlos Correa has something else to say about it. He's going to hit a home run off of Nick Anderson here, who actually pitched pretty well. He's been pitching pretty well this whole time, but he's going to get the loss there. He gives up that home run, that earned run, and that hit to finish the game. The Astros win 4-3 in the 9th on this walk-off home run from Carlos Correa. Last guy I wanted to see do that, but he does it anyway. Doesn't tie the series, but wins the game. They're now 1 win away from tying the series, and that game will be on today. We now have the Braves and the Dodgers. Now this NLCS game starts off with Bryce Wilson on the bump for the Braves and Clayton Kershaw going out for the Dodgers here. And in the first inning, he looks good. Bryce Wilson looked really good yesterday. The Dodgers and the Braves each had their starters go 5 and 6 innings respectively. They both started off the games looking pretty good here. And, getting double play with 1 out runner at first for Kershaw, that's huge. But they both ate up a decent amount of innings. And Kershaw even pitched really good quality-wise until he gets pulled. And we will see that here shortly. But starting off the bottom of the 2nd here with 1 out, Dansby Swanson strikes out looking backwards K there for Clayton Kershaw. This game was pretty good to see for the Braves. Bounce back game after the Dodgers put up 11 in the first. The pitching shuts the Dodgers out pretty well, only giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. And the Braves offense turns it up, kind of puts a Dodgers-esque game together with 10 runs on 14 hits. Spoiler alert. But we have Edwin Rios here putting up the first run of the game in the 3rd inning. He hasn't had a great postseason hitting-wise, but he had a really good game last night. His 2nd home run this postseason, and it was a shot to right field. That ball kind of stayed over the middle of the plate. One of his few mistakes there for Bryce Wilson. But other than that, he has a pretty clean game. That one just gets out in a hurry. That was just a shot there from a really beast hitter. Marcell Ozuna had himself a night, and he starts it off here for himself with a bottom of the 4th home run to tie up the game, giving the Braves all the feels, getting them back in the game. Acuna's going crazy. Ozuna's going to stir the pot. I know they all are going to do that at some point because that's been their kind of thing. But looks good. 1-1 game, tie game, exciting. Really nice swing here from Ozuna. He's looking really good. He's looking like he did, I wouldn't even say with the Cardinals last year, but how he kind of looked before that. He looks pumped up. He looks excited to be playing baseball and like he's crushing baseballs. Got the 5th inning here. Wilson's still going pretty well, pretty hot. He's not going to give up another run in his start, so don't even think about that. He's got 57 pitches through the 5 and strikes out the last guy, the 5th inning here, and struts off the mound. We got the Dodgers up and down pretty quickly there. Moving into the top of the 6th, got Corey Seager up to bat here for the Dodgers. Still a 1-1 game. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, Bryce Wilson's going to get him to fly out to shallow left here. Dansby Swanson and Austin Riley arguing over the ball. Lets him catch it. They're good to go. No mishaps there. Bottom of the 6th, Acuna gets it started with a weak dribbler up the middle. Almost a really nice play there, but it ends up getting past the first baseman. Acuna kind of hurts himself. He holds himself for a little bit. I don't know if he pulled his groin, his hamstring, broke a chain, but he looks okay. He looks like he's hurt for a second. He gets back on first. He ends up finishing out the game. I don't think anything too serious happened. Gets over to second there, and Freddie Freeman comes up, drills this ball into right field, scores a run, giving the Braves a 1-run lead. Freddie Freeman's been pretty clutch during this regular season and this postseason, and I love to see it. There you go, stirring the pot. Told you it's going to happen. And it's not like I watched the game last night. Got the trash blown behind Ozuna right before he crushes this ball into left center, scoring Freddie Freeman all the way from first. He ends up at second, barely beating the throw there. In from Cody Bellinger as Kike slaps tag on him. He's safe, but now the Braves have a 2-run lead. First and third, 1 out here. Dansby Swanson off a bruised Adderall, 100 miles per hour, says I don't really care, pulls it down the line. Going to score 2 here on this hit, and Ozzie Albies and Ozuna both score on this hit. Gets a double out of it. Nice extra base hit there from Mr. Dansby Swanson. Vanderbilt alumni there. Austin Riley now is going to step up with 1 out, runner at second. He's going to add an RBI on the board. Braves are going to end up notching 6 runs in this inning alone. Next one coming off of Christian Pache. He grounds the ball up the middle, all the way back to Cody Bellinger. He's getting his workout in this inning. Austin Riley's going to trot in. That is going to end their inning production-wise. I know they have 1 out, runners at first and second. Sorry to spoil it for you. This is all they're going to get. Moving into the top of the 7th here, we have Edwin Rios back up in a big RBI spot. Bases loaded, 1 out. He's going to fly out to center. Christian Pache gets behind it, but instead of going home, goes towards the cutoff man, going to third. Nothing to do there. Bases loaded, 2 outs. They got to run out of it. Now we have Mr. Will Smith, line drive up the middle, snags it by Albies. Chris Martin is having himself a party on the mound. He had a pretty good outing. He threw 2/3 of an inning in a pretty big spot, only gave up 1 walk. No strikeouts for him, but no hits either. Going to move on again, and Ozuna is going to have another big hit, solo home run here for the big guy, the 3-hitter, their monster in the middle. He's raking right now. 3rd home run this postseason, and his 2nd tonight. Had himself a great, great game. I think he finished with 4 RBIs there for the Braves, right in the heart of their order. Takes his selfie, stirs his pot, and Freddie Freeman comes up with a full count, 2 outs, runners at first and second, and he squeaks a little hit in there to shallow center field. That's got to be frustrating for Jake McGee there, but Braves are ecstatic about it. Give them a 7-run lead. Got Acuna at third now, 2 outs, full count to Ozuna again, and he's going to add on his 4th RBI right there, make his night even that much better. Braves go up 10-2 as we see there, and he's clapping, stirring the pot. I told you it's going to happen multiple times. Happens when you score 10 runs. There's Dustin May, who's going to be starting the game tonight. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, and the Dodgers, Edwin Rios, rounds out to first base. That's the game there, guys. Braves win 10-2, so the series is 3-2 Rays Astros, 3-1 Braves Dodgers. They play again today. They're playing right now. I know this video is late. I appreciate you guys checking it out, though, whenever you do. Please like, please subscribe. Leave any comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking about these series, man. I'm wondering who's going to pull out the wins. I'm wondering who's going to move on to the World Series. I could see any of these matchups between the 4 teams that are possible being really exciting and fun to watch. Obviously, an Astros-Dodgers rematchup like 2017 would be awesome. The Braves and the Rays, though, are both so electric that it'd be fun to watch either of those teams in a World Series. So, I don't really care what happens. I'm having fun with these recaps. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.